Hi there, Leander from Clover Detailing. So you've just received your detailer in the mail and you're going to get started. So let's go over the opening procedure of once you finally receive your polisher. So right out of the box you're going to take your polisher out, all the included accessories, including the 6-inch backing plate, 5-inch backing plate, and there's a standard polishing pad, but we also have microfiber and conical polishing pads available. You can check the links for those. You're going to see a handle, and then you're also going to get a bag. So in the bag should include an Allen key that you're going to be using to take the bolt on and off, to take the backing plates on. You're going to get a couple screws, a locking washer, and then also a couple extra carbon brushes. So looking at these, you might not know what to do with them, but we have other videos to show you how to replace these once they eventually do wear out. You can check the link for that as well. So you're going to start off by taking whichever backing plate you want. So for starters, we're going to do with the 6-inch backing plate because that goes along with the standard 6-inch polishing pad that we include. And what you're going to notice on the back, there are some grooves that fit along the counterweight. So the counterweight here, you can see that, has a nut that you're going to want to line up with. And this counterweight here, this is our 21mm model. You can tell because there's no holes drilled out in the counterweight. And basically what you're going to want to do, number one, press this button here. So this actually locks the counterweight mechanism from spinning. And you're just going to want to make sure that's hand tightened and that's tightened down good. So once you have that tightened, you're going to want to line up your polishing pad. And again, make sure to have this tightened because otherwise you're going to notice some vibration. You're going to want to make sure that's as secure as possible. Now, line up your backing plate. Alright, so you'll see once you got it lined up, it'll kind of depress into that little bolt. You're going to want to take one of the bolts with the locking washer, put it right in there, take your Allen key, make sure to thread backwards a couple times just to make sure you're not going to be stripping the threads, cross-threading them. And once that's secure, you hold the backing plate by hand, secure the backing plate, and you're pretty much good to go. So once you're at this step, you can decide if you want to hand put on your handle. So the handle can go on either the left or the right side, depending on your preference, or you can just not use it at all. I'm not a big fan of the handle, so I choose not to use it. And then just kind of explore the polisher a little bit. So what you're going to notice, there is a locking trigger, so this trigger depresses, but if you're going to be doing a large section, you can lock it so that it'll consistently spin. So you'll see the speed dial here. It starts at 1, goes all the way to 6. So setting 1 is going to be at about 700 RPMs, with setting 6, the maximum speed, at about 3,500 RPMs. You got a strong 900 watt motor in here, so you know that it's not going to bog down. Some of the Roots models actually have a lower powered motor, so you'll notice sometimes on the side panels it may be slowing down a little bit. You'll find with this one, it won't do that. Also got a nice 6-meter long cable here, so you can attach that to an extension cord, but it's a lot longer than what you'll find on some of the out-of-the-box models like at your Canadian Tire or whatnot. So again, once you've got that backing plate on, you're going to want to go and attach your buffing pad. And with that on there, I'll go ahead and just plug this in so you guys get a quick idea of what the machine can do. So turning it down to 1, our machines do have slow start, so you'll see and you might say, what's different about our machines? So the great thing about having a long throw, so 15mm throw, or 21mm throw in this case, is that you have to do less work for the same amount of time. So I've been using an 8mm for a long time, and those will be like the Griot's Garage or Porter Cable, and this has saved me a lot of time. Excellent, all the build quality and everything is pretty standard. Everything's built pretty well, no complaints there. And then I'll turn it on to max power for you. Alright, so you're pretty well ready to go out of the box. Just attach a few things and you're pretty much all set. Now just a couple notes. There is a button on the side, so basically this button again just locks that mechanism in place from spinning. So this is going to be to make sure that that counterweight is nice and tight, but never press this while the machine is on, otherwise you're going to break this plastic switch, because all it is catching on a little part of that bearing. If you want any more information on our polishers, check out our other videos. We have one on how to change the carbon brushes. We have another video on our polishing pads. And yeah, just make sure to stay tuned, subscribe, and if you want, check out our store. It's cloverdetailing.com. Everything's shipped out of Canada. Everything is going to be reviewed, and you'll have excellent support. So if you like this video, click subscribe. Check out our store. It's www.cloverdetailing.com. We're based out of Mississauga, Ontario. Everything is shipped out of Canada. We have polishers, we have polishing pads, clay bar pads, a lot of stuff that will save you a lot of time. And if you like our channel, subscribe, and we'll have more videos on how-tos and gear bag videos and more stuff on car detailing.